What's up you guys, and welcome back to another Reddit reading video. Sadly, we're reading the first part of the first story again because for some reason the recording was not recording correctly. So, here we go. Oh yeah, before we start, this video was sponsored by Aiden. Thank you, Aiden. Really, it was suggested by him. Aiden, thank you so much for the suggestion. I'm pretty sure this is the second time you suggested a video. If you guys have any suggestions, leave them down below. We do them. If at any time in the video you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's get into the video. I'm just a delivery guy, so I don't know if this belongs here, but I couldn't stop laughing. A little backstory, I work for a crate company, FC, and my job is to drive around town in a semi-truck with a 28-foot trailer with a liftgate on it and deliver items on pallets that are too big for normal mail trucks. So I'm delivering an industrial dishwasher to a new restaurant. I have to squeeze my truck through the alley to the back door like normal. I'm too big to park on the side of the road. I go in, the manager politely says, "We can't take that today. I was told it was supposed to come in 2 days, and I just don't have the room." I said, "No problem, I'll bring it back in 2 days." I'll load it back up and leave, which by the way is not easy to do because it weighs 700 pounds. Fast forward 2 days, I'm back behind the restaurant, so I lowered the liftgate, open the door, and head inside with the paperwork I need to show the customer. I look around inside and find an employee that takes me downstairs to the locked door where the man, rude owner, comes out and immediately stares at me and repeatedly interrupts while I say my opening line. "Hello, I'm from FC. What do you want?" Yeah, I have your dishwasher." He abruptly walks away, so I follow him into the kitchen area, where he starts barking orders. Trying to get the dishwasher pulled out and the electrical lines replaced, and the feed and the drain lines replaced, so you need to do all that and take your old one with you. This was supposed to be done yesterday, and we are open in 2.5 hours. Obviously, I'm confused, so we share an awkward stare which seems like an eternity until he breaks the silence with a, "Well?" I realize what's happening here, so I say, "Sir, I don't know if someone told you the wrong information, but I'm not the installer. I'm just here to drop it off." He did not like that. "I don't care what you're here for. I need this done now." All I can muster up is, "Sir, if you need it installed, you're gonna have to call a plumber." He then throws a fit and yells at me, saying I need to get down there before he calls my boss. This is where I get evil. You see, we have to get a signature on the delivery receipt to complete the delivery. Well, I had him sign off before it all happened. So, I go the 150 yards and 2 staircases back up to my truck. I get back in and lift the pallet with the jack. I drop it onto the asphalt. I load my jack back up and leave. As I leave, I see him come running out, waving his arms, and I keep going. An hour later, I get to the yard and my boss says, "You get a call from RO." He's pissed, then sticks his hand up for a high five. Nice one. Moral of the story, don't be rude to people that have the power to make your day terrible. Wow, this is like I guess it is I don't work here. He did work there, like delivering it, but he wasn't the installer. Yeah, I mean, that's a good, very, very good example of why you should always be nice to people. Like, you don't know what kind of power they have. It goes back to like whenever I was working at Walmart, where I was working in the money center at a Walmart. And if someone wanted to cash a check and like they didn't have like the junior at the end of their name, or if maybe they gave me their ID card and it was like any of the plastic was ripped on it, if they were rude, I would just deny them. I'm like, "I'm sorry, we're not allowed to accept any kind of messed up IDs," and they would be so upset. Like normal people, nice people, like I wouldn't care. Like even sometimes I do them a favor, they have a jacked up ID, I'd do it. But like really people, like really rude people that just came in there and were just stinky and nasty, fishy, stinky, I would just be like, "Ma'am, I am so sorry. Forgive us, but this is an invalid form of identification. We need one without rips, no tears. You can't have any kind of smudges. Here, it's right here in our handbook. I'm sorry." And like just being extra polite like that would just make them even more upset. Like kind of good times. Good times and not good times because that job kind of sucked, but then again, it was fun doing that stuff. Okay, on to the next video. Enough about Walmart. The moment you realize a customer doesn't view retail as a job. I'm gonna preface this by stating that the customer isn't malicious, just ignorant. And this kind of story is short, but entertaining. I wasn't actually confused for an employee, but it did happen with a customer I recognized at some place other than where I work. So I've worked at this grocery store for a really long time. I don't remember how far back the story is, but one Sunday after work, I decided to go to a nearby pizza place to get myself a small pizza before I head home. I don't order it ahead of time because this is before I carried a styrofoam regularly, and the place is like 5-minute drive from my work, so I'm not gonna go home to order it first. I walk in and immediately encounter an old man who shops at my store regularly. He never really comes off as senile or rude, but he's one of those people who has no filter on the way they talk. He recognizes me as someone he's seen before, but doesn't mistake me for an employee. Old man: "Oh, I'll get out of your way, cause your order is probably already ready." Me: "Oh no, I haven't ordered yet. I just got out of work and I came straight here." Old man: "Where the F do you work that you have to work on a Sunday?" He yells this while we're standing in the middle of a pizza place that in fact is open on a Sunday, hence why we were here buying pizzas. I hear a couple employees in the back grumbling something because he yelled this rather loud and sounded outraged at the concept of someone having to work on a Sunday. I don't remember what I said to him after that because I just wanted to get my pizza and go home, but I can't imagine what kind of logic was turning in his head. Not sure if he just doesn't view retail as a work and think they're all just here for fun and games, or if he views employees like some kind of magical extension of the store that have no personal life outside of the store. Okay, I know I said I was done talking about Walmart, but whenever I was working on a holiday like Thanksgiving or like Halloween or something like that, or like even Christmas Eve, people would come and be like, oh my goodness, I can't believe they have you working. And I'd be like, I'm here working because you're here. If you didn't come here, I wouldn't be working. I would be like, you dang hypocrite. That actually shows you how little people think about other people. A lot of people get nervous and anxious because they think like, oh my god, everyone's thinking about me. But everyone else is thinking, oh my gosh, everyone is thinking about me. Everyone is so busy worried about themselves that no one really notices each other. That was kind of short, so let me look for another one. I forgot. I do work here. So I work for this company that deals with anything to do with transport. The most famous part of our company is a local moving part, biggest in my country, but I barely have to work with them or think about them as I work in an international transport. Most people don't know our company does do other things than moving. A year ago, I helped my sister who was moving out of house since I could get her a free truck and tools when to work on weekends. Since I was doing heavy labor, I was in my work gear with this famous company logo plastered all over. I loaded and unloaded the trunks since it was borrowed from my work and I wanted to make sure it stayed in pristine condition. So I was with the truck at all times, which had our famous company logo on the side. Random lady RL walks up. RL. Hey, I was learning about the prices of your moving company since I'm going to move soon. Me, totally forgetting that my company does moving as well. Excuse me, I don't work for a moving company. RL, slightly confused, thinking that she's bothering me. I don't want to know too much, just how much it costs on an hour, and how big of a truck we need for an average move. Me, sorry lady, no clue, you might want to ask the actual moving company. RL left with a very confused look on her face. She kept looking back at me, I was confused as well, until I saw the company logo on my sleeve. Oh, guess I lost the company a client and some trust that day. Oh well. Okay, I know I already said I wouldn't talk about Walmart twice in a row now, but like since this is just turning into a partway Walmart video, since I worked in the money center, I would come through the front door, turn to the right, and would be in my little office area. And then I would walk out of there, turn to the left, and the front door was right there. So I never went anywhere in the store. And people would be like, do you know in what aisle I may be able to find a closing pin attached to an oil regulator? And I'd be like, no, maybe look in the closing pin oil regulator inside of the store and maybe ask an employee there. And they'd be like, well, you working at Walmart? I'm like, ma'am, I work in a money center. I don't even go anywhere else in the store. Okay, enough with the short stories. No one cares about Walmart. Anyways, what do you guys think about this sub r/idontworkHereLady? These actually seem pretty good. The last one seemed like the most. Like, I don't know, I don't work here, but like they just forgot. These are like the middle one, like I don't even know what that had to do with r/idontworkHereLady. It seems to be just like funny stories. Let me know if you guys like this sub down below, and you guys have any suggestions. Remember at the beginning, I take every single suggestion that comes in since we're still not that big of a channel. Comment your favorite ones down below and we'll go through them, even if they're just like picture stuff and stuff like that. Once again, if you like this video at any point in the video, like and subscribe. I hope I see you guys next time, and goodbye, my lovelies.